Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now this video is really going to be interesting, I think, because it takes place in India. You know, we heard of a lot of mysteries and things like that in the United States, but you know, India is obviously not in the United States, so this is definitely interesting to me. So it takes place in India, and to be specific, it takes place in a city called Jatinga in India. This city is notoriously known for its killings of birds. I know you read the title of the video saying Suicidal Birds, but there's more to the story. So, this city, first of all, is populated by close to 2,500 people. Now, that's not a lot of people, to be honest. That is actually very small. And when I heard about it, I thought of like a small little hut, a little village, you know, because that's really not a lot of people for one city, you know. So, but anyways, for centuries, typically around September and October, over 44 species of birds suddenly become disturbed. So they just stop what they're doing, you know, they're just disturbed about something. And they just stop, and between the hours of, and this is usually occurring between the hours of 6 to 9:30 p.m. So in between that time, you know, that's typically when these birds are just alarmed and aware of something. And I'm really wondering, like, what is it? You know, what's really controlling these birds, you know? But anyways, in a very strange fashion, these birds begin to fly towards the torches and all the lighting of the city. And it's very questionable, I think. You know, it's just also because it's like around a specific time, all these birds begin to fly towards the city. Many people believe, you know, the birds are committing suicide or whatnot, but there might just be more to it. Why would a bird just purposefully try to kill itself? You know, most wildlife is trying to survive, you know, not to just commit suicide. I don't think I've ever heard of an animal trying to commit suicide. But it's actually the villagers that are killing all these birds. And before you question, you know, like, Asher, why are they doing this? Why are they killing all these birds? Because, I mean, it's just birds at the end of the day, you know. But the reason why is because these villagers are very frightened and very scared for their lives. And the reason why is because they believe that these birds are demonic and possessed or something like that, whatever you want to call it, possessed. And they're here to just torture these villagers. And just because, I mean, I can kind of see why, because, you know, just a bunch of birds coming around this time frame, you know, just coming straight to the city, you think there's something up. So these people for centuries believe that they're being tormented by these birds. So they start to capture these birds and kill them and just beat them to death and stuff like that. Like, it's bloody, it's horrible, you know. And you know, a lot of us question why are these birds doing this, you know? And it's funny because it's not only like a year or every 5 years. This is like a yearly thing, you know? So around that time, you know, September and October, these birds are flying to their deaths. And it's just crazy, you know? Like, why they're doing this? What is the real motive behind this? And, you know, along with all these questions, you know, it's also led to, of course, conspiracies. So we will get into that right now. So the first conspiracy is, so Jatinga can get very foggy. And I don't know about you, but, you know, when you're on a plane and it's very foggy, it's kind of hard to see. So let's relate back to the birds. So Jatinga can get very foggy, especially during that time. Birds are typically, you know, they're attracted to light, so they fly to these torches just to, you know, be close to light. They're not flying exactly into the fire, but they're flying around the fire because they are looking for light, because it is a foggy area. So that could be the reason why these birds are flying there, but that kind of doesn't really sum up why they're flying around September and October. But I mean, that's even deeper, and honestly, I really don't know why. But, you know, there's another conspiracy theory. So, the weather of the region leads to changes in the magnetic qualities of the underground water, causing the birds' disoriented state. So the birds are disoriented because of some magnetic pull, I guess you can say. And that, of course, leads with direction. And honestly, I don't really know exactly how that works like that, but that's just a conspiracy theory. That's just, a theory overall. And it could be true, it could not be true. But, I just am so like, wow, like, why are these birds doing that? Like shoot, I would expect, one bird to at least make it out alive, to the whole population or whatever, hey, this is not a good place, stop flying to this area. What are your thoughts on this overall? Like, what do you really think is going on, and why do you think these birds are flying to their deaths? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to click on this video, and make sure to click on that video as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.